Did not know Joe Biden did a speech today on Tuesday, June 2nd, discussing the civil unrest in communities facing America. So today I will be reacting to this 24-minute clip. It will be split up into 5 different parts. So thank you. So I will stop it at various points to discuss what I've thought of it so far.
Mr. Mayor, thanks for your hospitality. And to all the elected officials that are here, I bring you greetings. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. George Floyd's last words, but they didn't die with him. They're still being heard, echoing all across this nation. They speak to a nation where, too often, just the color of your skin puts your life at risk. They speak to a nation where more than 100,000 people have lost their lives to the virus and 40 million have filed for unemployment, with a disproportionate number of those deaths and job losses concentrated in Black and brown communities. And they speak to a nation where every day millions of people, millions, not at the moment of losing their life, but in the course of living their life, are saying to themselves, I can't breathe.
I'm going to pause it right here. First thing I would like to discuss is the way Joe Biden is talking about this. He is making it he's connecting it so well, saying how America is in such a tough spot right now. Coronavirus has caused over 100,000 deaths. You have 40 million unemployed. And he starts with that to show that we are in such dark times. And he uses that, showing that these dark times, one thing's leading to another. And we just need to come together as one group.
It's a wake-up call to our nation, in my view. It's for all of us, and I mean all of us. It's not the first time we've heard those words. They're the same words we heard from Eric Garner when his life was taken away 6 years ago. But it's time to listen to those words, to try to understand them, to respond to them, respond with action. The country is crying out for leadership. Leadership that can unite us, leadership that brings us together, leadership that can recognize pain and deep grief of communities that have had a knee on their neck for a long time. There's no place for violence, no place for looting or destroying property or burning churches or destroying businesses, many of them built by the very people of color who for the first time in their lives are beginning to realize their dreams and build wealth for their families. Nor is it acceptable for our police, sworn to protect and serve all people, to escalate tension, resort to excessive violence. We need to distinguish between legitimate peaceful protest and opportunistic violent destruction. We have to be vigilant about the violence that's being done by this incumbent president to our economy and to the pursuit of justice.
Wow, he is really hitting hard on certain points. You mentioned Eric Garner, and even though that happened, it wasn't recent. I mean, it was fairly recent, but prior to the 2016 election, showing that this whole thing with police brutality isn't just an issue that started with George Floyd or Breonna Taylor or Ahmaud Arbery in 2020. This has been going on for too long. Eric Garner was someone who, when his death happened, that was something that really made the Black Lives Movement what it is today. That made, if some of you remember the protests in Baltimore and the Baltimore riots years ago, Eric Garner had such a huge effect on that. So Joe Biden is saying that, this is an issue that's been happening just too long and needs to be fixed.
When peaceful protesters dispersed in order for a president president from the doorstep of the people's house, the White House, using tear gas and flash grenades in order to stage a photo op of one of the most historic churches in the country, or at least in Washington, D.C. We can be forgiven for believing the president is more interested in power than in principle, more interested in serving the passions of his base than the needs of the people in his care. For that's what the presidency is, the duty to care for all of us, not just those who vote for us, but all of us, not just our donors, but all of us. The president held up the Bible at St. John's Church yesterday. I just wish he opened it once in a while.
You know, this made me think of something. I think that everything that's happening now, if you can't find a way to get to the polls on November 3rd, whether you're going to be voting for Joe Biden or you're going to be voting for Donald Trump, whoever you are voting, just go out and vote. Because everything that's happening in this country, this, at least in my lifetime, the most influential election, and it can change the course of history. This is so important. If you want your voices heard, make sure on November 3rd, 2020, you go out and vote. Cast your ballot, because that's the only way things can truly change. If you want change, you have to make sure you go out and you vote. Make your voices heard November 3rd, 2020.